Tell me when we're 5 minutes.
All right. Oh, okay. 5 minutes starting now, or 5 seconds in. You want to talk about what you're doing and looking for?
Yeah, so I want him to keep an even pace and stretch down and yeah, just through the back is the big thing. He just if he drops to a walk, that's fine. The main thing is I want him to stay off of the forehand. And that's what the band system is for. If I didn't have a band system, I'd tap him on the belly, which would help remind him to lift his belly and to use his core. Up, drop. Again.
And then how many steps about do you have between your two
You know, it depends on the horse and their stride length. Olliver does not like me to stand still with the lunging. He likes me moving on the circle with him. So ours is a little bit bigger than most people's. He is reluctant to work if I am not moving in a circle with him. That was cheating. He's really good at pulling down and going around the ends. So I have to keep an eye on how much room I'm giving him on the line. Down.
And does the height of the Cavaletti block matter?
Yeah, you want to start with them low, on the lowest setting, and then move them up.
So you
I don't like to go any higher than this because he gets frustrated when he flips a pole or knocks the pole over. So we kind of stay at the mid-level.
So you'd start with them actually flipped down?
Flip down, yeah.
Yep.
At like a 4-inch height.
Mm-hmm. And you said you just want an even pace. You don't matter. It doesn't matter if they start at a walk or a trot, or.
No. The big thing is keeping them on a circle. Keep them moving. Keep their stride length even. We use the bands because it helps keep them stepping under themselves, keeps them using their core. Trot. He knows to trot. This is like his least favorite exercise, so he's being a little petulant tonight. Good. I like it when he stretches down because it means he's using his back really well. He's a little out of shape right now, though. Come on. Come on. Come on.
And then can you do this ridden, or is it only on the ground?
You can do it ridden on the ground. I prefer it to be done on the ground, just simply because they're not having to balance a rider.
Sorry.
And you can focus on how they're moving, how they're using themselves.
You're almost done, Oliver.
And then I usually try to keep it to 5 minutes. 5 minutes each direction with a 2-minute rest period in between. And as they get stronger, you could do like 2 5-minute intervals. Each section, each way. And just make sure you do a 2-minute break.
Ten seconds. All right, there you are.
Good boy. Good. I know, you're so mad.
Do you want to talk about what you do to make it as you go up? So you increase time. Is there anything else that you could do to make it more difficult?
To make it what?
To make it more difficult?
So you can add a leg weight. So like a human leg weight, you can use those. And you just put them around the inside leg. Ooh.
Inside front or inside hind?
Back.
Okay.
Um,
Inside back. Good.
Ooh. Come here and stand.
This is your standing time, Oliver.
Oh. And then you just switch them when you switch directions on the break period. And then just one leg on the inside, just in place of where you would have your hind boot. I actually do recommend the brushing boots when you do this, so if they step on themselves, they don't get hurt. They start to not like this exercise because it's a lot of work. So anything you can do to make sure they don't get hurt, to make them less likely to not like it, helps.
Brushing boots
Lots of
and
cookies.
overreach boots.
Yeah, brushing boots, overreach boots.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend a cavesson and a lunge line, not underneath, because you want them reaching forward, forward and down.
Any thoughts about the poles that you use?
So I use a bamboo. You can use a lunge line.
Oh, and you're at 2 minutes here shortly, so.
Just anything that you can reach out and touch your horse with.
Mm-hmm.
Not smack them, but just to help guide them. It just is an extension of you in your arm.
And as you see, we did choose wooden poles. Do you want to speak about that choice?
Yeah, because Oliver's really smart, and he knows that the lightweight PVC pipes fall down easy. And as much as he doesn't like knocking poles down, he also knows if he knocks them down, he gets to stop. So I like to keep the wooden poles up on here because he doesn't like to knock down the wooden poles, let's put it that way. He tends to leave those up. Good boy.
Yeah, and they are a little bit heavier, so they stay in there. So how would you do, every day, 3 days a week? Is there a pattern?
I would do, I think with the instructions that I actually got with this is like, you can do it like 3 times a week. When I had Olliver in Rehab, I did it 3 times a week. Now like in the winter, we'll do this on Sundays, it's Sunday buck day, because he's not in Rehab anymore. Good boy. Okay.
Apologies, viewers. My horse is behind me, and he just completed his exercises, so he's a little fidgety and wants scratches.
And a lot of praise makes him want to keep going. Good boy. Especially Oliver. He lives his good boys.
And if they didn't have the EquaBand system, you said they can tap them on the belly. Is there anything else they could do instead of the EquaBand system?
You would know better than I do, Kate.
I think it said in there in the article that you could use just polo wraps, just to give them that same feel like you see here with Olliver, like around the hind end. But that would require an elaborate tying process. But I have seen it done before in real life. Because it's just a reminder, right?
Yeah, I'll probably upload the video to YouTube, and I'll put the link to this
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube.
And if someone's horse starts to take off here or buck or kick, would you do anything differently?
So bucking and the kicking out is a sign of pain. So I would first get rid of the Ecoband system and see if that helps. Because with the Ecoband system, this is kind of a step up. I would probably start first with just the blocks and poles for a couple weeks before adding the Ecoband system. If you've been doing this for a couple weeks and your horse is still bucking and kicking out or trying to take off, I'd probably get your vet or your chiropractor, make sure that they're involved, because there may be a little bit more going on. It's always good to make sure that you consult with them first too before you get involved in
Starting this.
starting a intense rehab program anyway.
Is there anyone else you'd recommend for rehab exercises?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that you can work with your body work professional on. There's things like tape. There's different massage.
Oh, 30 minutes, 30 seconds.
There's different massage stuff that you can do. Just specific stretches. There's the Pirelli system of hill therapy. So you have to have a nice hill with a low grade angle to it.
I'd personally recommend Jacques Ballou with her 50 exercises.
Jacques Ballou has a really good system and a book of 55 corrective exercises. Good boy.
Well done.
She also has a video rehab thing that you can subscribe to.
Just kind of showing the,
Yeah.
and see if he's not distressed.
No. He's barely sweating. Yeah, he's barely sweating. It's about mid-60s outside. A little warmer in here. Hi, Ian. Ian, would you like one too when you did therapy? You did butt day.
Oh, any comments about how tight you do this, or?
Yeah, so you can see it's pretty much just wrapped around him. So it really is, he slid down a bit, but it really is, it's not tight at all. It's really just a reminder to him. Doesn't hold him
Very
in,
good.
it doesn't give resistance.
And if someone didn't have a cavison, do you have any
So
recommendations?
I get Olliver's from, it's called Two Horse Tack, and it's beta biothane, so it's inexpensive, and it gets dirty, you just hose it off, or wipe it off with a wet cloth, so you don't have to worry about cleaning leather or anything like that. Yeah, and the lunge rope came from a tack sale, probably about the 6th owner. Yeah.
And I have clipped mine without a cavison on a leather or, whatever. Okay. It's just you got to find something that snaps and doesn't, hurt them.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's my horse jumping in. He's trying to photobomb. So you can see they're not very high. They're not very long. What, 12?
Are they about 8 feet?
8 feet or something?
10 feet?
10 feet. Whatever. They're just hardware timbers. If it says on there, maybe. So they're not even those super long ones sometimes you see. Nice footing. There you go. Well done. Thank you for showing us how to do that.
Awesome. Thank